Hey, welcome to another episode of Candid Conversation. It's a snippet episode of a Candid Conversation with Adam Lopez. I am your host, Adam, with a very special guest, Kristen Chavez. Kristen, how are you? So, not a funny story, but a cool story. Kristen was one of my very first guests, almost 2.5 years ago when I started the podcast. I remember you were in your house. It was COVID. I was at my house, and we did the interview. It was amazing. We talked about Work Comp Central. So it was great, and ever since then, Chris and I had a great relationship. And now this is a funny story. We live only 10 minutes from each other, and we only see each other in conferences in Atlanta and Vegas, everywhere. We're like 10 minutes from each other. But anyways, Kristen, we are here at WCRC 2023. Last year was in Dana Point. Now it's in Carlsbad. What do you think of this resort?
It's beautiful.
Right?
It is a great location. Yeah. I don't mind this view at all. It's green. It's beautiful.
We were here last week.
Okay.
Jeff and I, because our company IOA had their Western Region Conference.
Okay.
So we were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then we're here again. But it's a beautiful venue, and then Kelly and the committee, they were like, can you have a podcast? It's great. They want to enhance and spice it up. What are your thoughts of having a podcast in a conference?
I think it's a great way for exposure.
Yeah.
It's a way to share the message, to talk about the highlights that are going on live and in the moment.
Yeah.
So I think it is good to do and share, feedback with the industry.
It completely enhanced the experience because once the email went out, hey, sign up for Adam's podcast, it's like within the first hour, it's like all Thursday was booked. So people were excited because you give the opportunity for these vendors, these sponsors, attendees to share their story. Why are they here? Why they do what they do? Like Chris Gutierrez was just like, people helping people, right? We like to help people. And then, I met with so many great people. So to me, it's like you meet people, you get to know their genuine heart. Not who they represent, who they work for the title, but who they are as a person. And I think that's always been the great thing. But talking about what they do, who they are, and everything. So you're the president of Kids Chance California chapter. Organization, yes. Right? So the president, which means that you do so much good with this organization. But why don't you tell our viewers and our listeners what this organization is all about before we go into details?
Okay. So Kids Chance is a nonprofit that gives scholarship to the children of injured workers who have been seriously or fatally injured on the job.
Yeah.
And so we work to provide them with their higher education for schooling. They don't want to ask their parent or parents for it. They think, oh, that's not an opportunity for me. And then a lot of organizations have started to support our organization by, if a claim comes in that hits a certain threshold, certain type of claim, they're sent the Kids Chance information right away. And so they now know about a scholarship that helps them. And we're working and getting more up there where we're providing more of their ask. So then they're really able to contribute or to go and finish their school.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been doing silent auctions, fundraisers, different conferences. The recent cool one was at House of Blues in Anaheim, which was amazing. Yes. Jesse Bernal, who's one of the sponsors for this podcast, his band, they played. It was great, right? And I know that I always want to support organizations who are for the greater good. And Kids Chance is just amazing. The whole mission behind it is great. Yeah. And I applaud you for what you do as president for this chapter, because I know there's also the bigger California, right? The bigger national chapter, right?
Yeah,
for Kids Chance.
Yeah, every state has. So last year, all 50 states have an organization now. Kids Chance of America is our guide, so they kind of make sure they give us resources and they help us with support as well.
Absolutely. So if anybody watching or listening who wants to learn more or wants to support or contribute, where do they go to?
So you can follow us on all the social media. So Kids Chance of California. We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. They can email info@kidschanceca.org to get more information, or the website. Yeah. The website has a lot of information. You can sign up for the newsletter and everything there.
Awesome. Well, now you have an audience.
I know.
We have an audience here.
I was like, hi, guys.
We got Diego, we got John, and we got Jonathan.
No pressure.
No pressure, guys. So, but it's great. I want to say again, I applaud you for that. So if you heard it, anybody wants to contribute, learn more about Kids Chance, especially California, reach out to Kristen, go to the website. It's a great organization. I always contribute, giving items for the silent auction. It's just a great thing to do, right? So,
and one quick thing about it, because
go ahead.
We're all volunteer based. So I don't know if that's a big thing. So we're an organization that we are all volunteer based, from the board, our advisory council, to our committee members, and it's all people. We all take off our hats our job hats when we get there, and we all work for the greater good. So we always are needing volunteers and more support in that way as well. So that's one way you can contribute as well.
That's a great segue to also, if you're an employer organization that wants to somehow, give back to the community, and you have a pool of volunteers, reach out to Kristen. I mean, this is a great thing to do. You do golf tournaments, you do a bunch of different events, right? So please reach out to her. It's a great thing to do. So you're watching and you're listening to a Candid Conversation, a snippet episode here live from WCRC 2023 in Carlsbad, California, at the stunning and beautiful La Costa Omni Resort. Great place. Who doesn't like San Diego, Kristen?
Yeah, right.
Who doesn't like San Diego, right?
Yeah.
So
we're on a golf course.
We're on a golf course, and we have an audience here. Hey guys. So I'll leave you with this. I talked to Scott and Callie, and where, because you and I go to many different conferences everywhere, right? So where do you see this conference going? Where do you see other conferences in California? Do you think we're gonna improve everything? Is there more content we should be doing? I was talking to Rafael Gonzalez before his presentation. He's all like, hey, Adam, I was telling people, if you're not on LinkedIn, you're missing out. So I'm thinking, why not start doing sessions on LinkedIn, marketing, digital marketing, right? It helps the profession, helps every industry. So what are your thoughts of conferences in general and where we should be going?
That's a really great question, because I think the thing is there's a lot of them now. So it's finding, it's going to be the content that's really, because content now is shared also, like you said, virtually. There's so many people doing it, and it's great content coming out. So it's sorting it, it's time, it's pulling for everybody's time. So I actually don't know. I would love to continue trying to think about that, because I don't know, because it's, you also are trying to take out of people's time out of a day. It's finding the right location. I mean, with Comp Cloudy, I was involved many years with that, and you always thought this is going to be the perfect scenario, and anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Those scenarios. But I think the conferences still continue to put on great content that you aren't maybe going into the office. Not many people do that anymore hybrid. So it's bringing where you can talk to colleagues.
Absolutely.
To kind of have that more networking thing. The roundtables I hear are going on.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good component, because it's giving you to talk to your peers maybe that are in the same way. So kind of more of that kind of.
Well said. You heard it from Kristen Chavez herself. A lot of more exciting things coming. So, anyways, we're coming live to you from WCRC in Carlsbad, California. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate you. I appreciate you because who you are, what you do, what you represent, and because we live so close to each other, we never see each other. I love that about us, about our friendship. But anyways, thank you so much. I have a gift for you. So, this is a very coveted. Please don't sell this on Amazon. Or eBay for that matter. Don't sell it to Diego or to John or to Jonathan. Okay, you could only get this mug if you are a guest on my show or your family and friends. So you meet all criteria, right? So I want to give this to you. Don't worry, guys, I got one for you. So there you go.
Thank you. I love it.
Josh Jiggs is gonna want to buy it off of you. Don't sell it to him, please. Okay. So it's a cork bottle. Right. It's a stake in the company. Anyways, thank you so much, Kristen. We're live from Carlsbad. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank
you so much, my friend.
Thank you.